Hey, it's Greg with Remax, and hey, if you're here, you're going to learn about location, and what that means. A lot of people misunderstand that, okay? But before we get into that, I just want to encourage you that if you're considering making a move, whether it's your first purchase or you've bought many homes before, and especially if you have some questions, go to my website. It's called connectwithcraig.com. On that website, you can book a quick call with me, and you can book that on my calendar with a time that works well for you. And on that call, we can get any question that you have answered, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you've bought and sold many homes before. We can also develop a plan to get you into a home. And I won't do any hardcore sales tactics. I'm really bad at them. In fact, I won't, there's no pin down or tie down half Nelson sales close to get you to work with me. If you don't want to work with me, that's fine. And if you do, and I have some time available, I'd be happy to have that conversation and see if we're a good fit to work with one another. All right, so go to connectwithcraig.com. And by the way, throughout the video, if you like what you're hearing, if you're getting some good value in it, please click the like button, the heart, share it, make comments. If I'm not making sense, go ahead and make a comment, and I'll get back to you, and we'll see if we can get some of those questions answered even without a formal call if you don't want one. That's fine. All right, hey, one of the big things that is not really taught is in this location is what that really means. A lot of people, when they hear that and they think that, well, they think, well, yeah, you want to buy in Orange County, you want to buy at the beach. You want to be, right next to Hollywood Studios. I mean, I don't know. It could mean a number of things for different people. But when we break it down, so that would be like on the global scale, okay? You want to be in California versus, please don't be offended, Wisconsin. I just, the snow all the time, I don't know if it snows there all the time, but it seems like it would, and it's not my thing, all right? So California, that's on a wide scale. What city are you going to be in? Location. What part of, what state? What city are you going to be in that state? What part of that city are you going to be in? Now, here's really where the rubber meets the road and why this is important for you to consider the location aspect of things is because once you've defined where you're going to be, and you get out there and start shopping at homes, a lot of people, in fact, I had a friend call me and they go, hey, Craig, we love this house. We saw it online. It's fantastic. Let's get out and see it. Now, I knew the area. I knew they're coming from Irvine. This was a house in Riverside, and it was a rural part of Riverside. And let's just say that the neighbors weren't the tidiest neighbors. So, and I could prove that. I went to Google Maps and I did a quick little, street view, and we could see that there was, when the Google map thing came by, the neighbors had a couch that had been out there collecting dust for probably years, and, all kinds of junk in their yard and all kinds of stuff. So that's another thing to consider with location. What part of the town are you going to be in, who your neighbor is going to be, so that's important, but this is also important. When you find, and let's say you're buying in a cookie cutter neighborhood. It's a beautiful, wonderful neighborhood. We've got a great neighborhood just up the street from our office. It's called Eagle Glen. It's a beautiful, wonderful neighborhood. We've got another one called The Retreat. It's a great guard-gated community. And then just behind us, we've got Dos Lagos. We're in the Dos Lagos shopping center. So all of these are wonderful neighborhoods. So are you going to have a golf course view home? That's a location thing to consider. Is your home backed up to, is it the worst lot in the area? Is it backed up to, the freeway? Is it backed up to a very busy street? Is it backed up to power lines? It's funny, we've got these big, huge power lines in different areas in the Inland Empire. And I get people from Orange County, they come out. I used to live in Orange County. I lived in Tustin for many years. Graduated Tustin High School and then came out here. And I hear people come out and they're like, hey, there's power lines there. I'm like, well, yeah, they're in Orange County too. You just don't see them because there's so much built up and we've got lots of land around. So anyway, are you around power lines? Are you up to a busy street? My father-in-law, this is a perfect example. My father-in-law said, we went and looked at a house. It was a beautiful home. It was great. It was perfect for him. A little single-story home, 1,600 square feet, and it was in a great neighborhood in Riverside. And he said, hey, I like it. Let's make an offer. And I said, hey, Simon, listen, one thing I want to make sure you're considering, and it's that busy street that it backs up to. It backed up to, first of all, we had Van Buren, and it was just past Troutwine, and it was Orange Terrace. Both very busy streets. Van Buren is a huge street. Orange Terrace feeds into all the neighborhoods nearby, and he was real close to the corner. So every car that went by, all their noise would just bounce on the concrete against the stucco on his house, and then back on the patio cover, and then it bounced and hit the block wall, and it just would just keep on making noise. And he said, oh, it doesn't bother me. That's how my father-in-law talks. And I said, Simon, I understand. You're deaf. You turn your hearing aid down and you won't ever know. But when you go to sell it, that's when it becomes really important. It might not be that important for you. I know people that live on train tracks or very close to train tracks. It doesn't bother them after the first, week of being there. But when you go to sell your home, you could lose buyers and you never even know it. Or you could have buyers come in and go, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was backed up to the train tracks. Now you had an appointment that somebody's going to cancel at your front door. Or you might even have to, depending on what time, what type of market we're in, you might actually have to reduce your price in order to get it sold. So those are all things to keep in mind when you're considering not just the grand scheme of location, but the finite scheme of location, 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 which is the 3 L's are the most important pieces of buying a home. And so anyway, I hope this information helps you. And if it does, please like it, give me a heart, comment on the post, and even share it. And if you're considering making a purchase anytime soon, if you have any questions, you just want to connect to get some of those questions answered, go to connectwithcraig.com. And there you'll be able to schedule a call right on my calendar with a time that works perfectly for you. And on that call, I promise I won't try and sell you. I'm horrible when it comes to these sales tactics. I'm actually a pretty good marketer. Marketing's fun. It's my thing. But I won't try and sell you. I won't try and pin you down. And I'm not going to force you into anything. There's no harm, no foul if you decide that you don't want to work with me. And if you do want to work with me, wonderful. We can have that conversation and see if we're a good fit. All right. Hey, I look forward to connecting with you soon. I hope you found value in this video, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.